Mr. President, the candidates from the University of Central Florida 1993 summer class are assembled.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 80th commencement exercise of the University of Central Florida. To begin our ceremony, will all please rise and join in the singing of our national anthem, led by UCF student Corey Rose.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful day in the lives of our candidates, and we're proud to bestow symbols of achievement upon them. Several people important to the university are on the platform and will not be introduced later. I will ask them all to stand and remain standing as they are recognized, and I ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. In the second row from your left, Dr. John Bolte, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Daniel Holsenbeck, Vice President for University Relations. Dr. Kenneth Lawson, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Frank Juge, Interim Vice President for Research. Dr. Sarah Pappas, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Director of our Daytona Beach campus. Ms. Catherine M. Winstead, Staff Council Representative. Our readers, Dr. Pamela Lewis from the College of Business Administration, Dr. Harold Klee from the College of Engineering, and Dr. Jean Kijek from the College of Health and Public Affairs. In the first row on your left, our Grand Marshal, Dr. William Swart, Mr. James Thomas, Deputy Center Director of the Kennedy Space Center. Please join me in recognizing these folks. UCF is blessed with an outstanding faculty, and we salute them. What happens in their classrooms and laboratories largely determines the success of our candidates. May I ask our faculty to rise and be properly recognized for their contributions. Richard Astro was born in New York City and grew up in Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Chicago. He attended school in Oregon, Colorado, and Washington, and he received his PhD in American Literature from the University of Washington. He served as a member of the faculty at Oregon State University, where he rose to the rank of professor and chair. During his 12 years at Oregon State, he authored books on novelists John Steinbeck, Ernest Hemingway, and Bernard Malamud. and articles on a wide variety of authors and issues in 19th and 20th century American fiction. While at Oregon State, he also served as an assistant to the Vice President for Research, where he obtained the largest grant ever made to the university from the National Endowment for the Humanities, about $1 million. Today, the program initiated by Dr. Astro continues to flourish, supported by a $4 million endowment. In 1978, after serving for a year as a consultant at Hawaii Loa College in Oahu, Dr. Astro, tired of the Oregon rains, moved to Boston as Dean of Northeastern University's College of Arts and Sciences. During his tenure at Northeastern, the college doubled in size, becoming the university's largest. In 1983, Dr. Astro founded the Center for the Study of Sport and Society, which was designed to deal with the problem areas of intercollegiate and interscholastic sport. From modest beginnings, the center has grown into a national consortium of over 100 colleges and universities and has had impact on the increased emphasis now being placed on student athletes as students as well as athletes. In 1985, Dr. Astro joined the Boston Red Sox organization as its educational consultant to major and minor league players, a position he continues to hold. He came to UCF as its provost in 1986, and in his 7 years in that post, served under Presidents Colburn, Altman, Bryant, and myself. In addition to his duties as provost, he piloted a program in the Republic of Poland, which was formally recognized by Governor Childs and President Walesa in 1991. He also opened a southern regional office of the National Association for Academics and Sport, which he co-directs with UCF women's basketball coach Jerry Richardson. In leaving the office of provost, Dr. Astro has chosen to make his avocation his new vocation. He continues to co-direct the National Center for Athletics and Sports South and oversees a much expanded program in Eastern Europe. He's in the early stages of a book on 3 of the leading social theorists of the anti-communist opposition movement in Poland, and he will be teaching courses on those and other subjects as a member of the UCF faculty. Most recently, Rich was approached by the government of the Republic of Moldova, the former Soviet Republic of Moldavia, where his father was born, and asked to serve as its honorary consul to Florida. Rich will try to fit this new work into his teaching assignments, his other activities at UCF, and his work with the Red Sox, but we certainly hope that he will not let the new project interfere with the Red Sox winning the World Series. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Richard Astro.
Thank you, John, for those kind remarks. I was pleased to hear my cheering section up there every time they mentioned the Red Sox. Maybe this year. Maybe. Members of the platform party, that's what all commencement speakers say, but you have to remember, I know all these folks. Members of the platform party, all of you. Honored guests, friends, families of the graduates, Betty and Kelly, the 2 most important people in my life, and most of all today, graduates. I'm glad to share this day with you, very glad. It wasn't really so terribly long ago when I sat, as you do now, waiting to hear the president of my university speak those magic words, "By the authority vested in me, I confer upon you." It was a warm Sunday in June in Oregon, where just the day before I had married Betty, and I sat there thinking that in a day or 2 we would leave together for Colorado and begin our life together, and I would begin the ordeal as a graduate student. Some of you know that. Aside from a weekend some years later when my daughter was born, I must say that that weekend in Oregon was the most important and memorable weekend of my life. And I can recall even now just about every moment of it, with the exception of, yes, the commencement address. And frankly, as I stand here today, I have absolutely no recollection as to who the speaker was, whether it was a her or a him, though I'm guessing in those days it was a him. I just remember I wanted him to get on with it and that he seemed to go on forever. Now, since that time, I have attended nearly 100 commencement exercises, the majority of them here at UCF. And I have therefore listened to nearly 100 commencement speeches. And I have reached the not very profound conclusion that the worst sins a speaker can make are to talk too long and say too little, or worse, do both. Accordingly, I said up front when I started on my text I would keep it short, and second, that I would try to leave you with at least one thought that you might remember more than 10 minutes after you leave this building. And so here I stand, 1 or 2 of my 10 or 11 minutes already expired, a teacher of literature trying to say something of value to you, the graduates of our colleges of Health and Public Affairs, Business Administration, and Engineering. All right, here goes. Now, I think I'm safe in assuming that the vast majority of you are completing your formal educations today. There are some of you, of course, who will go on to graduate school. Some who are completing graduate degrees may indeed go on to postgraduate study. But I would imagine that most of you are looking at the workplace where competing for good positions is no longer an easy task. I trust you have been well trained and are equipped to take your place in the world of work, and I wish you well in your first jobs as UCF graduates. But I know, and I think most of you know, that your first jobs and your last jobs are likely to have little in common with one another. Most of you will probably move from one company or organization to another, from one city, indeed one state, to another, perhaps even from one profession to another, and then to another again. I was trained, as President Hitt indicates, as a teacher of literature, and it is only now, years later, that I am teaching again in a field, East European Studies, that didn't even exist as it does now when I got my degree. And over time, most of you will have to develop new skills, acquire new knowledge, be trained in new technologies. When I graduated from college, I don't think there was anything called the microcomputer. Now I can't function without one, although I think my daughter would tell you that I spend more time swearing at it than I do working at it. So who knows what technologies you'll have to master to retain a competitive edge a decade or two from now. I hope we've taught you to be flexible, because surely you'll need to be. But we've tried to teach you something else as well. Specifically, we've tried to teach you to be learned. Yes, learned. What does that mean? Well, you remember American government, and English literature, and European history, and calculus, and all those liberal arts electives and distribution requirements that I'm guessing just a few of you were less than excited about taking? Well, there was method to what some of you may have thought was our madness. For the objectives of those courses, indeed the objective of a liberal education, is to complement professional training with an education that enables you to truly understand yourselves and as a consequence contribute to the well-being of a democratic society. A liberal education is a liberating education. It liberates one from the narrow and constricting bonds of self, enabling you to find your own humanity as well as understand and respect peoples and worlds other than your own. It gives meaning to that injunction you hear all the time and will continue to hear about giving something back. And most importantly, it enables you to live in the truth, which to my mind is the greatest single obligation of women and men in a democratic society. A citizenry which lives in the truth underpins freedom. And now then, there is in any society, even ours, an impulse to succumb to a profane trivialization of one's own humanity, to a crass utilitarianism on the misguided assumption that social and economic success depend only on fitting in. and there are always those who unwittingly merge with the anonymous crowd in order to flow comfortably along the river of pseudo-life. Václav Havel, the Czech oppositionist, founder of Charter 77, and in one of the greatest ironies of post-communist European history, now the President of the Czech Republic, said it best when he noted that simply fitting in challenges the very notion of identity itself. It destroys humanity's rightful dignity, Havel said, its moral integrity, its free expression of being, and its transcendence over the simple world of existence. It is what Havel calls living within the lie, and it is just as dangerous for us as we face the challenges of 21st century America as it was for the people of Prague in 1977 who faced the ever-present threat of Soviet tanks. A liberating education, an education that liberates one to find her or his own humanity and so live in the truth, generally leads to nonconformity, even when one conforms. For one becomes acutely aware of the fact that too often things are not what they seem, and very often people do not say what they mean. A liberating education expands one's critical horizons. It makes us remember always that the struggle of right against wrong, of justice against injustice, is a struggle of memory against forgetting. It demands commitment to the highest causes of social justice. The ills of our society continue to increase. The hunger and the homelessness, illness and addiction, racism and the discrimination which follows from it. They are all more severe today than they were when I received my degree. You can legislate Bull Connor from out in front of the schoolhouse door, and you can blockade the Colombian opium cartel, but anger born of hopelessness in ghettos and barrios grows worse year by year. And for Reggie Lewis, for every Reggie Lewis, that so gifted and gentle man whose death just a week ago brought a city together, there are dozens, indeed hundreds of Rodney Kings waiting for the apocalypse. And lest you think I'm overstating things, just stop at your local movie house and check out Boys in the Hood. And so I urge you, as educated women and men, to avoid the tragic mirror game, that self-destructive copulation of illusions. Rather, understand and commit to the principle that a healthy whole depends on the welfare of all the component parts, and that, as John Steinbeck said so memorably and yet so simply at the end of The Grapes of Wrath, it seems like the worse off we get, the more we gotta do. Yes, the worse off we get, the more we gotta do. And that thought calls forth one compelling example, one final thought. In December of 1983, a 37-year-old Polish dissident named Adam Michnik confronted his country's interior minister, General Kiszczak, in a prison cell, where he had been interned for 2 years and for 8 of the previous 12, for his role in the evolution of the free trade union Solidarity, which would ultimately topple the Polish United Workers' Party and catapult its leader, Lech Wałęsa, to the world stage. Michnik is a genuinely profound thinker and a writer of tremendous power, and somehow he was able to smuggle his writings out of prison, where they passed through the underground to Paris for broadcast back on Radio Free Europe. Unable to silence Michnik, even as he lived in isolation and under heavy guard, Kiszczak offered the dissident a deal: freedom from prison, a villa on the French Riviera, and enough money for him and his family to live comfortably, indeed in affluence, for the rest of their lives. Michnik had to agree only never to return to Poland. Michnik's response was direct and unequivocal: to offer a man, he told Kieszczek, who has been held in prison, the Riviera, in exchange for his moral suicide, one would have to be a swine. General, you are incapable of understanding us as different from you because living in the truth, if only for a second, would force you to fathom the truth about yourself, that you are vindictive and dishonorable. And before the incensed Kieszczek could respond, Michnik went on. Let my little gesture of denial, he said, be a small contribution to the sense of dignity in a country you make more miserable every day. And for me, General, prison is not painful punishment, for it is not I who am being held prisoner here today, it is Poland. Yes, General, you may be the mighty Minister of Internal Affairs, have millions of guns, bugging devices, and servile collaborators, but someday soon, someone or something invisible, a passerby in the darkness, will appear before you and say, this you must not do. This, General, this is conscience. This will make us free. And now, a decade later, Poland is free, and Adam Michnik is the editor of the largest and most successful newspaper in all of Central and Eastern Europe. And so, graduates, go today from this hall, follow your dreams, seek your destinies, but as liberally educated women and men, as well as skilled professionals, strive to live in the truth. And when that moment comes for you, for each of you, as come it will, when you are face to face with the choice of doing the right thing, the important thing, the selfless thing, the thing which in its own way and in its own time builds and does not undermine the freedoms your forefathers and mine won in this imperfect but still great and glorious land, when you face your jailer, be Michnik's passerby in the darkness. For then truly, you will walk up the stairs of your concepts, you will emerge ahead of all of your accomplishments. Graduates, good luck, and my most sincere congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Astro. We appreciate those thoughtful, reflective, and inspiring remarks, and we appreciate your service as provost of this university these past 7 years. Well, candidates, we have reached that happy time in our commencement exercise when degrees will be conferred. And I now call upon Dr. Naval Madani to represent the Faculty Senate.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's indeed a pleasure on behalf of the UCF faculty to recommend that the degrees be awarded to those qualified to receive them.
Thank you, Dr. Madani. Universities offer several levels of degrees. However, the doctoral degree represents the highest academic achievement a person can earn. To receive the doctorate, candidates must demonstrate proficiency through advanced graduate coursework and examinations and demonstrate to their university professors and peers that they can engage in substantive research that adds to the body of knowledge in their respective areas of study. Our provost, Dr. Gary Whitehouse, will present the candidates for the doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates please rise? Mr. President, it is my pleasure on behalf of the deans and the faculty to present these candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which they qualify and to recommend that they be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Whitehouse. Will the dissertation advisor and the family of each candidate please rise so we may also recognize them? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Florida Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please come forward with their major advisors to be recognized and hooded? The hooding ceremony is traditional for the conferral of doctoral degree. The academic hood is the UCF hood, as noted by its colors, and the velvet lining represents the field of study.
From the College of Business Administration, Frank Flanagan. His advisor, Dr. Ronnie Clayton, could not be here today. He's accompanied by Dr. John Cheney.
From the College of Engineering, Larry Sung, his advisor, Dr. James Taylor, Environmental Engineering. Thank you.
As we prepare to confer master's degrees, it is my pleasure to have with us today 50 members of the second graduating class from the university's master's program in engineering management, which is offered at Kennedy Space Center. We will now present the master's degree candidates. Will all the master's degree candidates please rise? It is my pleasure on behalf of the deans and the faculty of the University of Central Florida to present these candidates for the degrees which they qualify and recommend that they be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Whitehouse. Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Florida Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will the first row of graduates, master's degree graduates from the College of Business Administration, please come forward?
From the College of Business Administration, Eric Miranda. Mia Lynn Spear. Michael P. Murray. Nina V. Murray. Beth Rochelle Kegel. Timothy T. Ellis. Brian David Ray. Joseph T. Podizak. Robin K. Kavik. Stephen C. Zumwalde. Reginald A. Jones. Ballard Keith Mudders. Christopher P. Zedner. Janine Deanna Bogle. Barry Scott Schwartz. Elroy McConnell, Jr. Kimberly Collins. Javier A. Mercado. Ki Yang Jackie Shu. Holly Chan. Frank Glenn Ross. Okay. Douglas Michael and Robin Amanda Wykhorst. Wesley Wayne Dempsey. Catherine L. Ennis. N. Lynn Trammell. Laura Lee Martin. Karen Lynn Ravad. Donna Marie Vaughn. Joel M. Powell. Frank John Wasson.
And now from the College of Engineering, Pamela Sue Ziesler. Imocrates Castillo. Hon O Pham. Jeffrey J. Earhart. Raymond Lance Bennett. David Allen Clark. Carmen Jean Christensen. Deborah Corinne Leisure. Peter John Such. John Elmer Bader. Marjan Babazeta. Linda Marie Flannery. Zaifeng Han. And now from the Master's Program in Engineering Management at Kennedy Space Center, Michael Scott Generali. Scott Allen Higginbottom. William Scott Cilento. Stephen J. Altimus. Timothy Field Potter.
Thank you very much.
William W. Parsons, Jr. Jennifer A. Strange. Kenneth William Matthews. Beth Ann Serrato. Mark Kenneth Ruther. Timmy R. Wilson. F. Allen Ernest. Stephen E. Kane. Christopher K. Davis. Mark Edward Tursek. Edward J. Mango. Julia Lynn Snell. Krista Schaefer. Sharon R. Fegan. Cynthia L. Jenkins. Astrid Hurd. Mario Busaka. Robert Joseph Nagy, Jr. Gerald M. Stahl. Kirk David Lougheed. William T. Toller. Priscilla C. Stanley. Bob A. Farrell. Craig Lawrence Rosapila. Anthony Patrick Smith. Mark Tyrone. Twan Mandone. Thank you. Robert A. Turner. Kenneth Ryan Ford. Lawrence Landis Ludwig, Jr. Mark Joseph Tantalo. Robert J. Beal.
Thank you, sir.
John Edward Porter. Thomas William Merrill, Jr.
Thank you.
Ricky Lee Coates. Charles Pierce. James D. Nichols.
Congratulations to you. Thank you.
And now, from the College of Health and Public Affairs, Sharon L. Weiser. Pamela Sue Bowman. Kelly A. Bohannon. Pamela A. Murdoch. Kevin Scott Kellenberger. Deborah Lee Johnson. Patrick Henry Johnson. Nilda Corsino Rivera. Josefina Muniz. Jody Younger. Stephen David Paquette. Ja Lu. Okay. Annette Capella Vafadar. Kathy Kane Hayjay. Lisa Lynn Workman. Lori L. Goff. Marcy Lynn Fisher. Catherine Jean King. Deborah J. Homison. Madeline M. Donahue. Diana Godwin Parsons. Terry Allerton O'Brien.
Dr. Whitehouse will present the deans of the colleges for conferring of baccalaureate degrees.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am pleased to call upon Dr. Richard Usman, Dean of the College of Business Administration.
Mr. President, I'm proud to present the candidates from the College of Business Administration. Will the candidates please rise? Dr. Whitehouse, these candidates are ready to earn and ready to serve. They're driven by excellence, and on behalf of their faculty, it's my distinct pleasure to recommend they be granted the degrees for which they qualify.
Dr. Martin Wanalista, Interim Dean of the College of Engineering, will present the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Engineering.
Dr. Whitehouse, it is my pleasure to present the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Engineering. Will you all stand, please? Dr. Whitehouse, it is my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify.
Dr. Belinda McCarthy, Dean of our College of Health and Public Affairs, will present the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Health and Public Affairs.
It is with great pride and certainty of the contributions these individuals will make to their community that I present to you, Dr. Whitehouse, the candidates from the College of Health and Public Affairs. Will the candidates please rise? Dr. Whitehouse, it's my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify.
Thank you. Mr. President, the baccalaureate degree candidates standing before you have been recommended for graduation by their deans and faculty of their colleges. It is my pleasure to concur with these recommendations and to present the candidates to you for awarding of degrees.
Thank you, Provost Whitehouse. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Florida and the Florida Board of Regents, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified, with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. I invite you to move the tassels of your caps from the right side to the left. Please be seated. Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated.
You may have noted that some of the graduates are wearing gold cord. This gold cord signifies achievement of high academic accomplishment. Each student will be recognized as his or her name is called in a few moments. At this time, I will ask those wearing gold cord and all graduates representing other campus honor societies to rise and accept our congratulations. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Stuart Lilly, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of Undergraduate Studies.
Thank you, Dr. Whitehouse. The honors program, under the direction of Dr. Mark Stern, has rapidly become recognized a program of great distinction. Students who participate in the honors program during their first 2 years at UCF receive university honors. Selected juniors and seniors may also participate in the honors in the major program. Today we have 2 students who are receiving honors in the major. They are Justin Cardell, majoring in engineering technology, and Brian Smith, majoring in electrical engineering. In recognition of their achievements, I would ask them to please stand, and also their families to stand and be recognized. Thank you.
We will now present the honor medallion for the 3 students who have achieved the highest grade point averages in their colleges. We're pleased to have each of these students on the platform with us today. For the benefit of the few of you who do not know what a grade point average is, a 3.0 represents a straight B average, and a 4.0 represents a straight A average. Will Dean Usman and Jason March Zahner please come forward? Jason achieved a 3.977 GPA during his tenure, and I will ask his family to stand and be represented at the same time. Will Dean Wanalista and Eric Von Snader from the College of Engineering please come forward? Eric had a 3.823 grade point average. And will his family please stand? Will Dean McCarthy and Renee D. Hicks please come forward? Renee had a 3.915 during her stay at UCF, and will her family please rise? Will the first row of graduates from the College of Business Administration please come forward?
From the College of Business Administration, Sue Ann Brunneller. Joseph H. Rand. Gregory Lewis Wheeler. Zane Zulwitz. Joseph Vincent Gilcino.
Thank you very much.
Richard J. Snyder. Mary Lowen. Sheila Bellflowers Black. Tracy Noel Shaw. David A. Hay. Jason March Zahner, summa cum laude. Brian P. Gleason, cum laude. Michael Payne. Timothy Aldis. Michael Matthew Lee. Jeffrey L. Cardinale. Robert Jeffrey Suggs. Stacy Joe Royalty. Receiving 2 degrees in Business Administration, Michelle Lee Saketa. Jeanette Catherine Wildy. Kevin S. Keating. Glenn D. Walker III.
Thank you.
Michael Carlton Linsnick. Michael Edward Duncan. Elvin Carrero. Serrano LaShawn Becton. Yolanda Black. David M. Arthur. John Robert Sherwin. Sonia L. Leach. Michelle Lynn Elliott. Kimberly Jane Templin. Comcat Wynn. Melissa Jo Smith. Thomas Shelton. Robert B. Kay. John Thomas Poyat. David E. Peterson. Lisa A. Mueller. Carolyn A. Nash. Robert Ruscinello. Elizabeth Ann Hart. Christine Marie Falone. Cynthia E. Carlson. Helen Camara. Michael T. Johnson. Brian Anderson. Deborah Joanne Mativa. Karen Denise Morton, cum laude. Jerry Michael Conway, cum laude. Kelly Ann Shaw. Lori Louise Gherkin, magna cum laude. Stephen Anthony Vaccaro. Jennifer Lynn Horn, cum laude. Todd Roger Terrest. Derek Thomas Handy. Matthew D. Sams. Richard Leroy Pilhorn Jr. Scott Martin. Ashley M. Tate. Corey Douglas Domeyer, cum laude. John Michael Murphy. Scott Edward Porter, cum laude. Joseph Kenneth Rotruck. Philip Waller. Marie Elena Pereira, cum laude. Mark A. Guven. Elizabeth Lenore Wall, cum laude. Carrie Michelle Cochran. Sheila Renee Principio. Erin Elizabeth Javins. Elizabeth Williamy. Michelle Marie Crow. Benjamin F. Heel, Jr., magna cum laude. Luis Luna Gonzalez. Christopher J. Perkins. J. Austin Hager. David Lance Cooper, Jr. Sarah T. Reynolds. Matthew Allen Diger. Stephen Daniel Trinkline. Christine Elizabeth Fetter. Jean Catherine Wilkie. Robert B. Harner. Christopher Ian Danilewski. Susan M. Campbell. Eric Allen Witkoff. Christopher T.C. Liu. Courtney Anselm Bartholomew. Stephanie Michelle Good. Kathleen E. Christopher, magna cum laude. Tira Lynn Miller. Michelle Lucia Triano. Kelly Brian Green. Robert Lee Mitchum. Paul Anthony Shimatero. Renu T. Thomas. Deborah A. O'Connell. James Corey Smith. Dallas E. Hornsby. Gerald A. Peludot. Jeffrey Scott Herman. David Christopher Boswell. Scott K. Joe Dicker, cum laude. Joseph Andrew Cantanelli. David W. Hogarth. Marcy Matonis. Sean Paul McDermott.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Varushka Alvageda Gallagher. Spence Foucher.
Congratulations.
Frank Siriana III. Catherine Bernice Boyer, summa cum laude. Eduardo R. Davila.
Good work.
Penelope J. Wheeler. Melinda Marie Marsh, magna cum laude.
Congratulations.
Yvonne Marie Fuster, cum laude. Pericles Crassus. Regina Dawn Smith. Brian S. Palfrey. Ronald Salvador Josen. Todd Carter. Robert D. Lasky. Renee Estrada. John J. Doran. Timothy N. Shappett, cum laude. Louis F. Lentine, Jr. Donald Ray Baker. Dan Eric Kratt. Marie Margarita Pesce. Cheryl Lee Moss. James T. Lynch, magna cum laude. Christopher Edward Howard. Jerry Jerome. Ralph T. Cohen III. Patricia Ann Koenig, summa cum laude. Christopher Nolan Thomas, cum laude. Deanna Lee Buck Underwood. Peter S. Bjorklund, summa cum laude. Robert Stephen Scarborough. Michael John Garbers. William John Tweedle. Theodore L. Walker, cum sum laude. Anthony Thomas Bartola. David William Gibson.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Vicky Kukalakis. Anne Marie Pierce. Kelly S. Carter. Juanita E. Crowder, cum laude. Randall K. Wilburn. Elizabeth Diane Turner. Stacy Kendall Kemp. Jennifer K. Bryant Gilder. Stacy Carlisle Smith, summa cum laude. Susan S. Pantelius, cum laude. Suzanne Deborah Oduber. Stephanie Chitwood. Lisa Marie McCormick, cum laude. Jeanette Lee Casmer, cum laude. Francis A. Sheehan. Maritza Satilla, summa cum laude. Soraya Layton. James Anthony Kearns. Janet Celeste Combs. Keen A. Kulak. Aaron Lynn Wicks. Thomas M. Gibbons. Cynthia A. Leonard, summa cum laude. Angela Michelle Coe. Lawrence Van Enders. David Dale Slocum. Wayne J. Tidwell. Tara Lee Talbot. John W. Demers. Marie Jacobson. Sherry Beth Matthews, summa cum laude. Paul Jared Matthews. Teresa Phillips, cum laude. Anna Maria Costa. Christina M. Robinson. Patricia Valenzuela. Amy Lynn Mallett. Larry D. Morissetti. Michael Stephen Simaluka. Jules Jeffrey Van Landite. Robert Daniel Foster. Michelle Ann Bishman. Zaritza I. Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Susie Mariella Leon E. Nellie Melgragos Rowland. Deborah Sater Karsten. Martha Michelle Panick. Barbara Herbert. Marcella P. Moore. Stephanie Elizabeth Freeman. Scott Allen Stelling. Lori Jo Madison. Gary William Hunter. Monique Iris Warren, summa cum laude. James P. Halleck. Carmen Lee Angela Nesti. George Edward Van Droosh. Jose Ruiz Nimi. David Seth Howard. Alan Reed Brody. Kenneth S. Below. Jocelyn Emily Rawati. Richard Carl Adams. Tony B. Stump. Joseph Arthur Weinstein. Jane A. Krolak. Michelle Marie Tart. Sylvia A. Green. Brent R. Athan. Tina Marie Beretta. Kateriel L. Taylor. Michael J. G. Kristen Dorothea Kenny. Erica Julie Alexandra. Mark A. Peoples. Rachel M. LaChance. Reza M. Kendrick cum laude. Montgomery Frank Marsh, magna cum laude. John G. Epstein.
Thank you.
From engineering, Eric von Schnetzer, summa cum laude.
Very great work. Thank you. Congratulations.
Justin Edward Cardell, cum laude. Ronald N. Larson. Betty M. Fisher. Lisa Marie Campbell, summa cum laude. Alexander Hamilton Parrish. David Acosta. Ricardo St. Rose, cum laude. Lonnie M. Hayes. Jonathan D. Van Ende. Micah Reese Robinson. William Scott Whitmore. Erkin Bayukoglu. Richard Scott Harrell. Kevin William Moss. Javier Martinez. Darren Charles Madison. Michael David Ahrens, magna cum laude. Danielle Marie Shadow. Stephanie Vo. Justina Vo, cum laude. Tuan Min Lee. Jeffrey D.Q. Fan. Scott Gerald Moore. Brian Albert Chevalier. James M. Park. Paul E. Boatner, Jr. William Robert Bolden. Atul Patel, summa cum laude. Ronnie Ray Lawson. Gary William Archibald. Kimberly Ann Porzena, cum laude. Brian Keith Smith, summa cum laude. Glenn Martin. Jason Arthur Mount. Terry Waldorf. Christopher Giles Van Dyne. Darren Robert Sabo. Judith M. Zalasak. Carrie Ann Kuda. Cynthia Thanthoy Doan. Thomas E. Stewart. Robert J. Kines. Ian J. Manser, magna cum laude. James M. White, Jr. Teresa Maureen Rombaugh. Michael Lyndon Armstrong.
Thank you.
Gerald Thomas Burke. Gerard. Keeney. Paul Martin Keeney. David E. Emery. Javier Henry Vasquez. Rafael Napoleon Barba. Stuart Anthony Lennox Urula. John P. Warner. David A. Nardino. Nathan Eric Baker. Michael Arthur Seegers. Howard G. Randolph, summa cum laude. Richard Shields Sulzer. Alvin Bernard Lewis. Raul Sangaria. Shaitan M. Patel. Man Nasiruddin. Todd Allen Popelka. Alan C. Mirth. Richard Neal Owen. Darren Lee Wonders. Pardon? Tassos Theophanos. Samuel J. Hadel. Christina Chandler. Michael Calvin Olive.
And now, from the College of Health and Public Affairs, Renee Hicks, summa cum laude. Kristen Ellen Cotter. Janie Wang Yang. Kimberly Ann Bruger. Carrie Susan Avedizian. J. Sheila Santiago. Connie K. Hall. Julia Mary Smythe. Rose Marie Miller. Elizabeth Joan Stanton. Sarah Gandy Picotti. Kalia A. Martinez. Laura J. Stefano. Peter Matthew Nyes. Michael Alex Teller. David Michael Dixon. What is it? Alan. Jeffrey Allen McDuffie. Laura Ann Mason. Sandra Marie Baker, cum laude. Owen Ross Perry. Cynthia Lee Rowland. Deborah K. Moser. Tamara Helton Rodriguez. Carla Ray Adevaldos. Annalisa D. Vincent. Nicole Jareen Santapola. Adeline Sannon. Jean Marie Cole. Sonia Ann Horlesco. Janice Ivy Liebold, cum laude.
Nice work. Congratulations.
Teresa A. Staukas.
Teresa, congratulations.
Corey Donal Lumford. Victor Maurice Taylor. Gaslin? Julia Lynn Gaslin. Mitzi Lynn Diger, cum laude. Lucinda J. Nielsen. Rebecca Ann Dixon. John K. Bowman.
Congratulations.
Arturo Penaranda. Beth Ann Walker. Elizabeth A. Simmons. Michael David Barnard. Dawn Marie Sharp. Robert A. Wallace. Laurent Pellerin. Jennifer Lee Whitehead, summa cum laude. Donna E. Parsons, magna cum laude. Michael Ellis Miller. Pamela Charisse Clay. Linda Patrice Davis. Sylvia Bernita Taylor. Markham. Jeffrey C. Markham. Lisa Leah Langford. Anthony Todd Mays. Lucinda Slandenpack. Scott Thomas Welsh. David Scott Kingery. John A. Camacho. Maria Celeste Lozada Colon. John Todd Gardner. Rule. James Fulton Rule. Kaylee Jean Taylor. Erin Renee Renz. Christina Victoria Mueller. Amaryllis Arias. Stephanie Kay. Elizabeth Benjamin. Sarah Ann Merritt. Lisa D. Schmidt. Susan Gay Crow. Valeria Thompson Cobb. Anne Virginia Griffin. Thank you. Donna Ann Price. Mark Allen Wingert. Michael W. Leary. Lisa M. Wheeler. Lisa M. Price. Eric Dwayne Smith. Mamie Diane Rep Furry. Lisa Smith Zinkovich, summa cum laude. Deborah K. Pence. Anne Marie Canope. Jacqueline Ann McGowan. Karen Louise Fleeser. Tyson Richard Smith. And Amy Lynn Fetterplace. Tammy L. Streeter. Deborah D. Glazer. Congratulations. Christina Mary Claxton. Kevin Michael Amiot. Tully. Patrick Michael Tully. Ralph Mills Jr. Magna cum laude. Scott David Brielle. Michael Kevin Lahan.
Congratulations.
Daniel Crawford Maloon II.
Congratulations.
Victoria Sue Johnson. John Stephen Slevin. Karen Ann Kennedy. Genevieve R. Axable.
Congratulations.
Christopher John Mason Bellflower. Lisa Ann Danbury.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Jean Cook. Jeannie Sue Bivens. Patrick Craig Lubitsky. Lisa Christine Cervenka. Patricio Luis Pineda. James Scott Kaylor. Lisa Elaine Yeager.
Thank you, sir.
Joanne Michelle Moltz. Revere James Dolphy. Scott Brooks. Melissa Karen Zims. Elizabeth McLamory. Tammy Renee Hip.
Congratulations.
Anna Marie Marini.
Congratulations.
Catherine Lillian Perigine. Karen Michelle Falzone. Beverly Allison Dillon.
Congratulations.
Tracy Bruning Mead.
Congratulations.
Elizabeth Ann Moody. Allison Sawyer Taylor. Kimberly D. Barrier. Cheryl Jane Broga. Nell Allen Akun. Suzanne Patrice Hu.
Congratulations.
Suk Yul On. Gina C. Castro Giovanni. Tori Lynn Schreiner. Christopher N. Gunnell. Catherine A. Trefibio. Laura L. Smith, magna cum laude. You last one? Susan Roberta Batumbakal.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Chris Marlin, Student Body President.
First of all, congratulations, graduates of the class of 1993. How about a round of applause for yourself? Okay, graduates, hold on to your hats. Today I'm here to talk about sex. Actually, I'm not. That's just the attention getter. Maybe money would have been a better topic. Actually, I'm here to talk about power. Now, by this point, you must be thinking this guy's going to talk about everything but drugs and rock and roll. Stay tuned. I'll get to that at the end. Now, about power. There's a lot being said about power that all you graduates are poised to wield in America's political jungle over the coming years. Countless article after article has appeared in everything from Newsweek to the Wall Street Journal hailing your generation, our generation, as a truly different breed of politically active youth. They've defined us, or maybe labeled us, as the baby boomers' baby boom, the 20-somethings, Generation X, the MTV generation, and so on. The truth is, we're defining ourselves. What I'm up here babbling about basically is empowerment and involvement. The study of the American electorate says those Americans born between 1961 and 1971, that's most of you, went from 29% of the electorate in 1988 to nearly 37% in 1992. Now that was the largest increase of any demographic group. The Time magazine article that gave me that information went on to quote a political analyst as saying, "The basic truth of American politics has been that young people and poor people just don't vote." Now, most of you certainly fit the first requisite. And if you're among the non-traditional age population at UCF, don't consider yourself young in age, then consider yourself young at heart. And most of you probably also fit the second requisite. And if you're not poor now, well, just give it a few weeks, and when you start paying back your student loans, then you'll get the feeling. So what are you supposed to do? Break the mold. Don't be relegated to a simple stereotype. The point of all this rhetoric is that if you do not take it upon yourself to get involved in the processes that govern your life, you will surely lack the power to positively impact your own present and certainly your future. It's there if you choose to use it. And as for the drugs and rock and roll part, I'm out of time. It's time to go. Congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris. I now present Ms. Kim Manana, class of 1976, who is representing the UCF Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Hitt. Until he said when I graduated, I thought I could get away with this story, but I wanted to tell you I think you need to be thankful for our beautiful arena. When I graduated, we graduated in the reflecting pond in June, so you can see having air conditioning is a true blessing. But I'm here to issue congratulations from our UCF Alumni Association as you enter a new arena that we hope will be rewarding, exciting, and satisfying for you. We want to tell you that we're here to offer you information on issues that affect your university and your alumni. You're getting prepared to enter the workforce that currently consists of over 50,000 fellow UCF alumni, 70% of whom are here in Central Florida. As you leave here today, the Alumni Association can help you keep in touch with the topics that are important to you in your alma mater. When you receive your diploma, you will find an information card enclosed. We ask that you complete it and send it back to us. This way you will receive publication and notices of the many events that we have, some of which include homecoming, networking opportunities, athletics, and other special events. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Well, we've reached the conclusion of a very happy ceremony for our graduates. Let me add my own personal congratulations to each and every one of you. I tell the students who are joining us at orientation that it's my hope that in 4 years I'll be shaking each of their hands as they receive a degree at UCF. You've run that course successfully, and whether it was 4 years or 2 years or a little longer, we're just delighted that you're alumni of this institution. As Kim and Anna said, you join a very large group, a very high-quality group, and an ever-growing group of alumni who are taking their places as leaders of this community. We rejoice with you in your achievements, but we now ask you to recognize a group without whom you would not be here today. Let me ask that those of you who are in the audience who are fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, close friends, aunts, uncles, family members, significant others of these graduates, to please rise and receive the recognition of the graduates for all you have done to make this day possible. We salute you all. And now our ceremony will end with the singing of the last 3 stanzas of the UCF alma mater led by Mr. Rose. You will find the words to the alma mater on page 28 of your program. Following the alma mater, we will have the recessional of the platform party and the faculty. Thank you for coming.
All hail to Alma Mater, whose banners black and gold will wave in fame and splendor as the passing years unfold. May loyalty and friendship within our hearts unite, and light the star to guide us ever upward in our flight. With honor and affection, our friendship will